Could the future of Geometry Dash be on the brink of collapse after the 2.2 update? Yes, you heard it right. We're about to delve into the curious case of the 2.2 update, a seemingly harmless yet potentially game-changing event in the world of Geometry Dash. What exactly does this update entail? How could it possibly shake the foundations of this beloved game? These are the questions we'll be tackling. Stay tuned to find out why this update might just be the beginning of the end for Geometry Dash. The 2.2 update, a much-anticipated event, brought along a plethora of new features, but not all of them have been well received. Now let's dissect this update, starting with the new game mode. This mode was meant to bring a fresh twist to the game, to challenge players in a different way. But the reception? Well, it's been a mixed bag. Some players find the new mode exciting and innovative, while others find it confusing and frustrating. The main criticism lies in its deviation from the core gameplay that fans had grown to love. It's like trying to add a new ingredient to a classic recipe. Sure, it could turn out great, but it could also ruin the dish entirely. Next, we have the new editor features. These were meant to give creators more freedom and flexibility, but they've been met with resistance. The complexity of these features has left many creators feeling overwhelmed, struggling to adapt to the new tools at their disposal. It's a classic case of too much, too soon. The creative freedom is appreciated, but the learning curve, not so much. Then, there are the new icons. Now, having new icons might seem like a minor change on the surface, but in a game like Geometry Dash, where personalization and identity are key, it's a big deal. The new designs have sparked debates within the community, with some players loving the fresh look while others miss the familiar designs they've grown attached to. So what does all this mean for Geometry Dash? Well, it's clear that the 2.2 update has caused quite a stir within the community, and while change can be good, it can also drive players away. The new game mode has left some players feeling alienated, the new editor features have overwhelmed creators, and the new icons have divided the community. With such a mixed response from the community, it's hard to ignore the potential implications these changes could have on the future of Geometry Dash. The 2.2 update, despite its initial hype, might just be a ticking time bomb for Geometry Dash. Let's delve into the reasons why. At the top of the list is the potential alienation of the traditional player base. A key charm of Geometry Dash has always been its simplicity. With a single tap, players navigate their way through a world of geometric shapes. The 2.2 update, however, introduces new mechanics and features that could disrupt this simplicity. For longtime players, these changes may not only alter how the game is played, but also how it feels. This could lead to a sense of disconnect and result in players walking away from the game they once loved. Next, let's discuss the complexity of gameplay. Geometry Dash has always been about rhythm and timing, with players needing to hone their skills to progress. The 2.2 update, though, brings in a host of new elements that could complicate this. With the addition of new obstacles, controls, and game modes, players now have to juggle more factors than ever before. This increased complexity could deter newcomers from picking up the game, and frustrate existing players to the point of giving up. Finally, there's the potential decline in the game's popularity. As new features are added and the gameplay becomes more complex, there's a risk that Geometry Dash could lose its mass appeal. What once was a game that anyone could pick up and play might become a niche product, meant only for the most dedicated of gamers. This could lead to a significant drop in the number of active players, and in turn, a decline in the game's overall popularity. In the face of such drastic changes, the question remains, can Geometry Dash survive the 2.2 update, or is this the beginning of its end? As we move forward, only time will tell if this beloved game can adapt to these changes, or if the 2.2 update will indeed mark the downfall of Geometry Dash. In the ever-changing landscape of mobile gaming, the 2.2 update seems to be a double-edged sword for Geometry Dash. We've explored its features, dissected potential issues, and gauged its possible impact. This update could either usher in a new era or mark the beginning of the end. Your thoughts and perspectives matter in this discourse. So, let's continue the conversation. Whether or not Geometry Dash can weather the storm of the 2.2 update remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, the future of Geometry Dash is definitely hanging in the balance.